Hello tribe, welcome back to my channel. So today I've asked you guys which reading you would like to see, and a lot of you have voted for the rest of 2020. So some of you have asked me to do a reading on how it would be after coronavirus, how would be second half of 2020 would be. So that's where we're gonna start with, and I'm gonna continue doing more readings from your suggestions as per my community section on YouTube. So as usual, we're using our intuitive deck, and that's for pile number 1. Whoever is new to my channel, I read from abstract as well. That's for pile number 1. Pile number 2. Pile number 3. Pile number 4. So take your pick, stop the video if you need some more time, and I'm gonna see in timestamps. Hello tribe, whoever has chosen pile number 1, this intuitive card over here, we're starting with your reading, and I've split it to sections here. So these are going to be the challenges in the rest of 2020. This is going to be something you will be focused on, and that's your successes. And we have extra messages with the Work Your Light Tarot, I believe. No, Starseed Oracle, sorry. And then we have the Animal Tarot deck. So let's take a look at what are your challenges first. So challenges for 2020 will be something to do with work for a lot of you. So you might find yourself that you have to make fair choices when it comes to your own well-being. And whatever the challenge here, it seems like you might decide to change something around your workplace. You might find yourself a little bit challenged when it comes to being persistent, because there might be an obstacle of some sorts when it comes to a workplace. And you will be really evaluating everything in your life and thinking about what it is that you want to work on. And I don't see this as a challenge though for you, because intuitively what I'm getting is that you guys will be doing pretty well. And this is more like a blessing in disguise for you, where you might be shifted a little bit towards a different energy when it comes to your workplace. Some of you will be dealing with some kind of formalities in 2020. Once you have decided what it is you want to do, there's going to be some documents signed, there's going to be decisions made, and that might include formalities. Now look, another challenge here, we have 7 of Pentacles. In this deck, this person can't make up their mind which pentacle to choose. So there are a lot of choices when it comes to the rest of 2020, and you'll be like, I do have options, but I'm not sure which option I want to choose. Because it seems like this person has been working on something for some time, and then something will shift your focus, or something is going to happen. Well, that's again, blessing in disguise. That's what I'm hearing, where you will start thinking about what you want to choose next. So it's like you're choosing the path you want to walk, or the job opportunity you want to take, because all the opportunities are in front of you. It's up to you which one is best for you. So your challenge is choosing right, or choosing correctly. But correctly, what I mean by that, so that everything pans out fairly for you. So whatever the decision you'll be making when it comes to work, by the way, this pile is all about work here. Whatever the decision you'll be making regarding work, you will be making sure that you are appreciated in your workplace more than before. So you might be like, you know what, I'm feeling like I want to upgrade my workplace somehow, and you're going to be thinking about it, how I want to do this. But the main energy here with Justice is making wise choices that suit your purpose. Okay, so that's what's gonna be challenging for you, to make that decision. And you might be feeling that already for some of you. I'm feeling intuitively. Now, what you will be concentrated on you will be very much into your finances in 2020, and you will be growing that tree for yourself. So this is all about your stability and having a very stable family life. Some of you might even want to save for a home or save for a new house or move somewhere new, but that's to do with your domestic environment. But you are growing that tree. That tree didn't take, overnight to grow. And you are going to be thinking a lot about the past. So you might be returning to something that is coming from your past. You might be returning somewhere that you were in the past, or you might be thinking about certain thing that's coming from the past, and that past somehow is going to be very important for you. And again, I'm paying attention to that house over there and this house. So it's something might be possibly to do with your household, or where it is that you want to settle, because you might be drawn to places that you used to be at or you visited, and you're like, I want to bring that nostalgia back. Maybe you won't be feeling home somewhere where you're at, and you'll be like, maybe I want to find my home. It's about finding your stable ground and really settling and putting those roots in the ground, Now, one more thing that you're going to be concentrated on is probably spirituality, or you will be very connecting with God or source or universe, whatever you believe in. And it seems like that belief system somehow will get you through to that stability. So really pay attention to who you work with. It might be cooperation with angels. It might be you might be cooperating with spirit guides. You might be cooperating with your own intuition. It's very different for all of you guys here, but it seems like you want to come back in 2020 to some kind of tradition or how it used to be. Something how it used to be, I'm hearing, or something that I used to do, and it somehow will bring you that stability here, it seems like. So you might find yourself looking back a bit to what used to make you happy. Now, what you're going to be successful at. Now, take a look at this. You have Wheel of Fortune, and this is already telling me that you'll be double successful in whatever you decide to do, okay? Because Wheel of Fortune can go both ways, but it sits in a position where what your success is. So you're going to be really looked after, pile number ones. And again, look at that angel giving their hand to you, saying, hey, take my hand, I'm going to lead you somewhere. So where you're going to be led, listen to your intuition and really go there, because it seems like you're going to find your balance finally, especially those who didn't feel balanced, especially career-wise or financially wise. You're going to find your ground. I'm hearing, I'm gonna find my ground somewhere that I belong. So maybe some of you do feel sometimes that you don't belong in the place you're at. Would it be workplace? Would it be relationship? Would it be home? And you're gonna be finding that in the rest of 2020. Now, some of you who have been struggling mentally or had any sleep issues or depression or anxiety, or you are trying to get through something that has happened in the past and it really hurt you, especially when it comes to your mental state, you will be overcoming the issues in your mental state. Now, some of you might have sleep paralysis from time to time. That's going to become less intense, or that's going to disappear over to 2020. Okay, for some others of you, you might have really dark dreams and you're like, what the heck that means? It's gonna be slowly shifting away, and it seems like whatever the darkness you were fighting in your head, mental space before, you're going to be shifting towards the light, and it's going to be gone. The fears are gone. Why? It's making sense to me here, because you're finally finding your ground. So maybe those fears, anxieties, and terrible dreams maybe were telling you somehow that you're not feeling that fear is some kind of insecurity or not being stable enough at something. So why that's going to disappear? Because you're gonna finally have that equal give and take, mental equal give and take, with people, financial equality, I'm hearing. Now, look, another success that popped out unexpectedly, because it was supposedly had to be only one card. And again, look, 8 of Pentacles, clear thoughts, meditative state, peace. You're finding your peace, pile number 1 here, and you're gonna find your abundance. So money is very important here because you're gonna be more abundant than you probably imagine. You're gonna have everything set for yourself, especially when it comes to household and workplace, but more so household, I'm hearing for pile number 1. Okay, you're going to have a lot, but it's not that you're going to be seeking for that unhealthily. Okay, you're gonna be seeking for that balance between the belief system and between hard work. So that's gonna be a really good balance, and hence that's why you get in there. Let's take a look at how you're going to be feeling spiritually wise. We have perspective. It says, none of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. And if you read this card out, it says zoom out, out, out. And this is saying that you're going to be approaching life from a different perspective. And maybe that is why it's going to give you that peace, because you'll be shifting towards a new direction. You might even change your whole mindset. You'll be like, that doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. What matters is my own peace, peaceful state of mind, and stable ground. So look back at your past. What do you miss from your past? I don't often say to people look back in their past unless it's about the life path, okay? But when I do, it means that you really dearly miss something from the past. So again, is it work you used to do? Is it home space? Is it country? Is it city? Is it the person you left behind? You want to be reunited maybe? It's something about that creating stability for yourself, and you're gonna be deciding what matters for you in life and what doesn't. So it's like you have zoomed out so much that you can see an overall and what really makes sense to you in 2020. Let's take a look at your animal tarot here. We have Chariot, so you might possibly go somewhere. It says you can successfully balance various or opposing energies at once through determination and focus. You have earned the rewards and recognition you are receiving. And obviously it's making sense because pair it up with, by the way, Chariot is also about respect, being seen, being respected. And that's very much vibing for me with the 8 of Pentacles. And then we have 5 of Autumn. It says, focusing upon the negative or worrying about money or your career can block your progress. So again, try to already work on the mind space, the head space, and catch yourself every time you are doubting yourself, because that's not helping you. Because your trust and faith are at low point right now, it's not the best time to start your own business or become self-employed. So this is saying again, see what kind of belief system you are at. Firstly, have a plan, which you will throughout 2020, and once you feel like you have found something that you want to revive from the past and it makes your heart sing, that's when you should be acting upon and going towards it. Because there's some kind of movement, but I keep hearing home, home, home. So find who or what makes you feel like home. Pile number 1. And oh dear, I haven't noticed that from my intuitive deck. This is my home card, living in a very cozy place, feeling like home, being appreciated and appreciating everyone else around you. And especially this card is talking about a really beautiful home space. So maybe that's something that you want to create for yourself, and you will be heading towards that. And I keep hearing 8, 8, 8. So maybe on the 8th month or towards the second half of 2020, you're gonna start seeing how that's gonna come in fruition. So I wish you the best. If you would like a personal reading with me, details are down below, and I'm gonna catch you next time. Bye for now. Hello tribe, whoever has chosen pile number 2, this intuitive card over here, we're starting with your reading. So I have it split in sections. These cards are talking about your challenges in 2020. That's something you'll be working on or concentrated on, and these are your successes, okay? And we have also some additional cards from the Animal Tarot and the, what's it called? I keep forgetting. I think it's the Starseed. One second. Yeah, the Starseed Oracle. So let's take a look at your challenges first, and then we're gonna go towards the rest. So your challenge for 2020 might be wondering where it is that you're being drawn to. So that I keep hearing for you guys, you might be drawn to finding a right person for yourself, because what I see with the King of Wands is there is a fiery person around you possibly, who is somehow influencing you in a way that is probably sometimes putting you down or exhausting you. So you might possibly turn your back away from someone who does hold a lot of fire in their personality or in their chart. So that person somehow maybe didn't give you enough of equal give and take. The communication wasn't as good as you wanted it to be, or they didn't meet your expectations. And you're going to be wondering, hey, you know what, I think I need to start looking towards a different horizon. Now, for some others of you, that's related regarding something that wasn't giving you enough of balance when it possibly comes to your work or finances, and you're like, I don't know if I want to be in this place anymore for much longer. I might start looking around different horizons. So your challenge here is push and pull. You might be sometimes wondering if there is something else out there for you, or is there someone else out there for you, and you will keep looking towards that different horizon. Now, another thing is, make sure that in 2020 you communicate with people who give you enough back energetically. So that's meaning that if you do inspire people around you, if you are super caring, which you are, make sure that people give the exact same amount of love back to you, because otherwise you might drain yourself and you might end up being used up in a way. Would it be energetically, would it be financially? So make sure that whatever the communication and whatever the work that you do, it does give you that satisfaction and it doesn't use you up as a human being. There has to be balance to it, and that looking towards a different horizon is going to be something that will keep drawing you in. So you might keep coming back to this idea of maybe different place or city, or something different out there for you that you might not have found just yet, but you know that you maybe belong somewhere else. So it can be relationship wise, it can be work wise, or place, location wise. Okay, you will keep wondering like, damn it, I feel like I should go there, but you won't be making your step just yet. So this is your challenge to make up your mind. Okay, now let's take a look at what you're going to be concentrated on here. So you're going to be very much concentrated on your own happiness, and I really love seeing that here, because if we take the Hierophant here, it seems like some of you might start teaching, or you are teachers of some sorts, or you tend to somehow help people out. Now again, maybe that's why this was coming through. Equal give and take, exchange will be important, and that will be your challenge, because I feel like you used to give more to people than you take from them, and it's okay to give yourself that pat on the back and say, you know what, I really deserve the same back, or I really deserve a bit more than this. So that's something that you will be gaining in 2020. You'll be like, you know what, I really want to concentrate on my talent, that is teaching or being a leader of some sorts to people. That's really important for you guys here. Okay, you might want to spend more time and dig deeper into your gifts that you have. So anything to do with spirituality would be great for you, because it's somehow going to give you that fulfillment and also freedom. So happiness is going to be a big thing here, which you will gain, and you are already working on it. Another thing, what I'm seeing here, collaborations, it's something that you might be looking for, and those collaborations might be important for you in the future. So sharing ideas with other people will get you a long way. So don't be closed off when it comes to information and when it comes to openly communicating with people, because you're gonna have to come together very closely with some of them, and you'll be sharing the same vision and ideas, which is somehow going to speed the process of your happiness. Okay, I know this is very strange how I said it, but that's true. And if you ever wanted to be someone else's guide, you're gonna be a great one. Now, what you're gonna be successful at. So you have a really good stamina, pile number 2s. You're gonna be great at not giving up. You're gonna be great at really using, okay, what vision I have right now is basically you keep working, and you kept working and you never gave up. And that's what's gonna bring you that reward in 2020. So if you've ever felt like I'm just gonna throw it all in the trash, even if I feel like I should keep pushing, maybe this is your encouragement that, you know, there's one quote. Let me remember it. It said something like, you are in pain already, get a reward out of it. So for you, this quote very much vibes with this whole situation. This is related to something very specific for you, something you have been trying to achieve for quite some time now, and you were exhausted. You had a lot of challenges, pile number 2 people, even in your childhood probably, and I'm hearing you never gave up. You never moaned, you didn't have it easy, but you are always that person who just kept pushing. And in 2020, your rewards are coming because, come on here, Ace of Pentacles, some kind of new opportunity, financial opportunities coming your way, okay? Look up the meaning of snake, spiritual meaning of snake when it comes to your work or career, okay? Look it up. And also the apple. Okay, now again, there's that tree. That tree didn't take overnight to grow. So again, you see that stamina is gonna be giving you those fruits of labor somehow. And you might have been learning something or showing your value to someone or something. I don't know how that relates to you guys here. And it seems like because you didn't give up, you're gonna be recognized. You're going to be really recognized with 6 of Wands here. You might be visible to public eye for some of you. You might be recognized in the social space. You might be recognized at work, but when it comes to work, I feel like you're gonna start something new. It's not very connected to your past here. It can be talking about promotion here. Even if you were in the same workplace, you're gonna be promoted for sure. But if you wanted to start something fresh, you would be doing really well here. And I think starting fresh, finishing off what you have to, and starting fresh would be really, really good for pile number 2s. Some of you have a child here, I'm seeing. Or if you do want a child, that's for only those who are talking about children or who were willing to have a child here. Okay, if it's not your message, leave it for someone else. You will be expecting one pretty soon, but I'm hearing that's going to be towards the end of 2020 if you wanted to have children. Okay, for some others, you might be taking care of someone else's child and it's going to be like your own, which is really nice to see here. Let's take a look at your Starseed Oracle. Okay, it says water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. You're gonna be, look, after all of that hard work throughout your whole life, you guys been such hard workers. I applaud you. I can really feel the burdens on your shoulders, you know, and it's coming from the past. So look how hard you are working. In the regular 9 of Wands, you can see how difficult it is, you know, for the person to keep on working and being persistent and not giving up. And here, how you're going to be feeling spiritually in 2020, you're going to finally start taking care of yourself, and that care will be coming with that fresh start here. So you will put those wands down, you'll use those wands as recognition, rather saying, look how much I have achieved. And a lot of people will notice you, so don't be surprised if a lot of people might come back from the past and ask for your advice or ask for something, or just say, hey, whoa, how much you've grown, like this is crazy. And you're going to be spending a lot of time taking care of your own body and soul, and I really love seeing this card for you guys. You're going to be spending a lot of time really taking care of yourself after that war you had to go through to get where you wanted to be. Now let's take a look at your animal. That came first, I think. 10 of spring, again, endings of some sorts, okay? It says you are working far too hard, really. And the stress will soon become too much. Reach out for help from others and take some time to play and enjoy life. You really need a break. Someone needs a really good massage or spa treatment here, and allow yourself to have one. Life's work, not a season, you know. Do not overwork yourself. Remember to give yourself a pat on the back and say, today I'm just going to do this and nothing else. But that work is finishing, that hard work is finishing. 10s are the endings of the struggle. We have Queen of Autumn, and it says you will be given advice that's both practical and creative, and it should be followed precisely. Focus only upon the positive in every situation or person, which you are doing greatly, I think, here. You don't need that reminder. Maybe just someone is going through that phase right now and they needed to hear that to boost themselves up and to come back on track, because there is not much left until you are recognized here. And I feel like you're going to be someone who a lot of people will look up to. And you've been waiting for this moment for a really long time, it seems like. And those rewards are coming with some kind of collaborations, hint of spirituality, teaching, being a leader, and leader that everyone can turn to and ask for advice, but you're being rewarded for it back. So you are rewarded much more than you used to be rewarded for good things in the past. So I really applaud you, pile number 2. I'm really happy to see you're finally seeing those fruits of labor and finally putting those burdens down, because you really deserve it here. So if anyone needs a personal reading, the information is down below. Thank you for tuning in to this reading, and I hope you have taken something out of it. Bye for now. Hello tribe, whoever has chosen pile number 3, this intuitive card here. So I have split it to sections. These are your challenges. This is something you're going to be concentrated on. These are your successes. And we have extra messages with the Oracle deck and also the Animal Tarot deck. So funnily enough, what came through as your challenge, guys, we have 2 chariots from 2 different decks in the challenge position. And we do have the 2 of Swords. So let's take a look at this. So your challenge in 2020, you might be feeling like you want to go somewhere but you can't, or you want to go somewhere but you're not sure where it is you want to go. So there are 2 choices here. What should I do? Should I go here or should I go there? And now a lot of you might want to travel to a certain destination, and that's something that is giving you some kind of headache. You're like, I don't know if the journey will be smooth, I'm hearing. But your moon is gonna tell you what's gonna happen here, because it seems like you already know which direction you have to take here. Again, 2, right? 2 chariots here. And you're going towards some kind of a city, it seems like here, or some kind of new direction, and that's something that's going to be deeply on your mind in 2020. So you're going to be making your opinion, making your decision, sorry Jesus, I can't speak anymore, making up your mind if you want to go somewhere or you don't. So do you want to travel towards that destination or you don't? Having 2 chariots here is telling me that you will sooner or later. So it just depends when you're going to make up your mind, because your inner self is telling you already where to go. And it seems like this person is about to step forward here, if you look at their feet, and they're gonna take that step. Now, whatever the situation here, I'm paying the attention to the outfit this lady is wearing. So maybe some of you are into fashion, or you like to dress up a bit differently or wear some kind of different accessories. Now, if you take a look at the hair over here, the forehead of this lady, I don't know if you can see that. Is it focused? Focus, please. Thank you. It seems like there is a star. A star is guiding her towards a destination. So it feels like pile number 3s, you might be fearful to leave something behind and to go somewhere, and that's gonna be your biggest challenge in 2020. What you're gonna be concentrated on, look, again, 3 of Wands, thinking where it is that I wanna go to, okay? So travel vibe and relocation vibe, would it be maybe to do with work, going towards somewhere work-wise, or finding your home is very strong here, because home is something that you will be very concentrated on. I'm so sorry, it's not focused. I have to do it manually. Concentrating on the stable corners of your home, of the room 444, is going to be very important. You might want to spend more time with your loved ones, and that's going to become your priority in 2020, and finding your ground, finding where you want to go. Where is it next that you want to go? Because again, look, to right, push and pull here energies. So really tune into your intuition here, guys, because it seems like you're being unsure, uncertain. You know, I don't know how to make this house home. So a lot of people will be probably wanting to, in pile number 3, find people who do, or get people in your household who do make you feel like home. Is it a partner? Is it a family vibe? Is it just decorations in your home environment? Is it location of your home? You know, you'll be like, I'm searching where my home is. So you give me a vibe of a starseed. You know, you might feel like you are not, you don't belong sometimes anywhere, and you keep looking for your home, and you're going to be creating one in 2020. A lot of you will be concentrated on healing your heart from what has happened in the past. If you have lost someone, you will be healing your heart. Would it be physically lost someone? Would it be someone who has left your maybe life and you had to separate? You will be healing your heart, okay? And that's something that you already concentrated on, and I think that you already went through the 3 of Swords phase. So you already have experienced that for me, because it seems like, again, I'm looking at those swords over here. It's giving me a vibe that someone went through some kind of past hurt, and they will continue to heal this past hurt throughout 2020. And you're probably going to be dealing with it much better than you may have thought about it. It seems like you... And I keep hearing January or beginning of the year, something has happened for you that has caused you some kind of a heartbreak. Beginning of the year. And I don't know how, I don't know what exactly, but it seems like you're like, damn it, you know, and now you're healing your heart. Number 3 is important for pile number 3. Yeah, 3, okay, is important. I have another 3 of Cups here, by the way, and number 4 is important for you too here. For some of you, number 7, but not many. This is saying to me that you're finally healing your heart here, and you're finally finding your home, because you're looking towards that home already, okay? Settle for pile number 3s. Now, it seems like you might have taken from your intuitive card, you might have left a female behind in your life, or female might have left you behind. And maybe for some of you, this is that heartbreak that you're dealing with. So maybe someone has hurt you, or whatever has happened, you healing through that. So you're very strong people here. I think it's not going to take you that long, or some other people would have reacted maybe more sensitively, but you guys are very good in controlling dealing with your emotions, okay? So your successes, again, we have number 4 here. You're gonna have someone or something that is very dear to your heart in 2020, and it seems like the justice will be served. So if you felt like something was unjust in your situation, especially if you're dealing with formalities, court, whatever it is, with documents here, you're gonna have your peace. For others of you, you might receive an offer and you're gonna hold on to it dearly, and that's something that you have been looking for. I keep hearing January. Something has happened in January for you, or beginning of the year, okay? So here, guys, what I'm seeing, you are going to find your peace when it comes to working with your angels and your demons, as I say, okay? You're gonna find your stability here. You're gonna be very stable financially because you're gonna have both feet on your ground. Now, once you have found your peace and found your justice, whatever the unjust situation you have experienced before, it seems like you're gonna tune into this light-hearted celebration vibe. You have Page of Wands. In this case, it talks about music a lot, so you might find messages through music. Sometimes when you are lost, you might be like, you know what, YouTube, play the next suggested song for me, and what it is that I need to hear in lyrics. I do that quite often, and it works like magic, because it is actually, intention is magic, you know. So you might be finding your peace and you might be finding your happiness through music. A lot of you will attend gigs. If you ever wanted to start doing something musically, you will, and you're gonna be very happy when doing so. You're gonna be finding people who will celebrate your successes with you. I do see a pregnant lady here, so if anyone wanted to have a child, you will in 2020. Maybe you had already. And children will be a big thing here, but not only other people's children or your own children. If you have them, bringing the inner child is gonna be your success, and that's not very easy for people to do. And it seems like a little thing, right? Bringing your inner child out in the world, but this is your happiness. So you're finding your happiness in 2020, pile number 3s, because you kept wondering about what's your next step for a really long time, or you were unsure which path you want to take, or you kept asking universe or God, show me the way, show me the way. And in 2020, you're going to finally find your way. But in order for you to find the way, before that, you had to go through some kind of heart healing, okay? So heart chakra has to be worked on. And now you're finally bringing your inner child back. So you might start doing something that makes you happy. Hobbies coming through here. Something will really spark this happiness. Some of you might attend a wedding, or you might get married yourself. Engagements is big thing here, because what I see here with this Page of Wands, here, as if this page would play at someone's wedding, okay? So you might find a partner, even pile number 3s. And again, you have gone through those heartbreaks in the past already, and it seems like you've learned from them, and you finally healed your heart, and you will be drawing in that partner towards you, and that comes with big celebrations. So I'm hearing someone saying finally, okay, finally. So let's take a look at your oracle deck card. We have double mission. Did I say that you felt like starseed for me? Did I think I did. So look, double mission, light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. So you channel a lot from the universe, guys, from the source, and you might feel different. And in 2020, you're going to be bringing this out. You're going to be telling probably a lot of people about what your vision is, about where you see yourself going. And it seems like the planets will finally start guiding you and giving you more clear signs, because it seems like you might have been lost sometimes with all of those synchronicities and signs, and those synchronicities are leading you towards the way that you have to go. So where your home is, where your peace is, it's very important. Where the justice is, a lot of you we're dealing with unjust situations. Now, Lightworker Starseed is telling me that a lot of you have not found your home, or you felt like, I'm going to try this place, I'm going to try that place. Would it be work-wise? Would it be location-wise? Would it be romantically-wise? Okay. And you felt like you're out of this world, which you are. And you finally somehow finding that home for yourself, which I really love to see here, because it takes some time for starseeds to feel like at least a little bit home somewhere. And how peaceful this lady is. Some of you will do something with makeup here that's gonna give you a lot of, it's gonna somehow inspire you, but other people around you. The way you will look in the rest of 2020 is gonna change big time. And why? Obviously, because look at the happiness that we're dealing with, right? Bringing in the child out. Celebrations is the big thing here. Finally finding your stability. You know, you're very secure with your angels and your demons too. So you finally found your way. Now we have Queen of Winter. It says we have 2 winters. So winter time is very important for you guys here. All your life experiences have prepared you for this moment of truth. It's time to declutter your home. Again, home vibe here, right? Clear away situations that aren't working for you anymore and disengage from people who create more drama than happiness. I feel like you've done this already for pile number 3s. Those who haven't done that clearing fully, you will be. Then we have 2 of Winter. It says procrastination and worrying what others will think is blocking you from making a decision. See, maybe that's why you there is so much noise out of you that you can't hear your inner voice. So quiet the noise around you, others' opinions, external voices, okay? So this is talking about the whole chaos around you that's happening, and also people telling you or maybe giving you opinions what it is that you should be doing. And this is saying quiet your mind to find the way. If you are torn between your own desires and someone else's, by the way, this is 2 of Swords too, I think. Someone else's, follow your inner guidance, and that's what you will be doing, I think. So that's going to be your main challenge here, which is making up your mind and following your guidance. Once you do follow your guidance, you're finding home, peace of mind, you finally found stability here. Your justice is on your side. And towards the second half of 2020, you bring in your inner child out, which is the nicest thing ever. Because once you do, you start seeing life from a different perspective. The happiness, you know, when you're in the moment and you're like, I wish that I had those days every single day. You have that one day sometimes when you feel so content, you are so in peace with yourself. You're making coffee and you're happy that you're making coffee. Did you ever have that? Or you're walking down the street and you're like, life is beautiful, look at those trees, and you're looking around and you are so present. So that's what kind of presence you are walking towards to. So I hope this made sense. If you need a private reading, information is down below. And thank you for tuning into this. I hope it helped out and it has given you some kind of clarity. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 4 people. Wanted to say 3. That's your intuitive card here. Now I've split it into sections. We've got your challenges, what you're going to be working on, your successes, extra messages, okay? So how fun is this that your challenge is Queen of Pentacles in 2020 and your success is Queen of Pentacles but from a different deck. So whatever the challenge, don't worry, you'll get there. Okay, I mean, guys, what the heck, this was amazing. Like the way it popped out, I was like, yes, bring it on. So let's start with your challenges here. Your challenges are being patient about getting that fruit of labor and that stable, happy life. And that stable, happy life has to do with 2 things. You're aiming for financial stability. You're aiming for, I keep hearing mother for some of you. Someone is a mother here, probably a couple of you. Nothing new, but how to tune into this, how to be, it's like you're gonna be changing something about motherhood here. So you might be learning things, how to do certain things when it comes to motherhood. You might be talking with other moms, asking for advice. That's not for all of you, okay? Leave the message for someone else. Now, another thing here, so that might be a challenge for you, okay, with motherhood. Maybe someone is a new mom here. I don't know. Now, another thing here, not only how to be stable by yourself, but also how to have this beautiful garden behind you. So what that means to me, your challenge is the balance between having a good job and having a peaceful household, but also being caring of other people. So really having time for everything here. And sometimes maybe you feel like you don't have enough time. And you're like, I need to take care of this, then I need to take care of my own thoughts. You know, there are angels battling in the background with demons over here. And I need to water my garden because the garden needs to be looked after. So there's a lot to do, right? Now, this is gonna be your challenge. Another thing, you're gonna have to be patient with that. And why? Because through patience, you're gonna understand that, I keep hearing, don't micromanage the universe. You have to go with the flow because you're doing something right already. But you're being very harsh on yourself, pile number 4. Because those angels and demons are fighting in the background here. But right here, once you became more patient and you took everything day by day, one day at the time, guys, here, that's when your angel is saying to that demon, literally, F off, yeah? F off. And you're leaving that demon behind. So whatever that demon represents to you, you're leaving that behind, okay? Being stuck, you're leaving that behind because it seems like branches are holding that demon, and maybe you were held back for some time from something. Now, the challenge here is watering your own garden, so taking care of yourself, but also chasing your dream. That pendulum is very important for me here. Pendulums is something maybe that some of you are addicted to. Maybe you have a lot of them. Jewelry is a big thing. Now, understanding that dream, whatever the wish you have, is not as far as you think it is. Because this star in this deck is not that distant. So these are your challenges, basically. Being busy taking care of things, and you're like, I don't know if I can do this for much longer. I don't know if I can do everything and be successful in it. You can, but you will do so once you tune into that one task at a time mode, one day at a time. It's okay. I'm not gonna think about something else here. I'm just gonna do that one thing. Now, what you're gonna be concentrated on, it seems like someone wants to go somewhere, travel here. Travel is a big vibe for pile number 4s. There's something very important happening with your household here, and you making up your mind. And I think that 4 of Wands was popping out for a lot of piles here. So household is a big thing here in 2020. Well, it makes sense because 4 is stability, right? So this is saying that you will be concentrated on, music is coming through here quite a lot. You will be raising up, and you will be distancing yourself from the crowd. Okay, this 4 of Swords is 4 of Wands, sorry, is coming through a bit differently for pile number 4s. And it seems like you're gonna distance yourself from chaos and from the crowd, and you're gonna find peace somewhere else, and somewhere else that you created, the stability that you have created. So that's gonna be one of your goals. Another goal will be, how can I upgrade my spiritual abilities? It's something about you wanting to do a bit more spiritually than you have done before. Maybe you're gonna be trying to experience different things when it comes to spirituality. Now, another thing here, it seems like you will be deciding where to go next. And world is your oyster, pile number 4s. Okay, so the only thing that you need to do to understand which place is holding you back when it comes to that abundant lifestyle. And that abundance can be your peace of mind too. So which wand is bringing you down or chaining you to something? Okay, because one side of it is somehow not giving you freedom. So you're going to be concentrated on finding your freedom in 2020, and you will choose that wand that is unattached. So you somehow will detach yourself from something and put yourself in a state of peace and freedom. Freedom is a big thing for pile number 4s, okay? Free like a bird. Let's move on. Your successes. I keep hearing travel for pile number 4s. So if you ever wanted to travel, that's something that you will be able to do. And especially work-wise. Now, one of your successes, you finally realize that you can do it all. You can be successful in your workplace, you can have a beautiful home, and also take on board a new hobby. Because what you're letting go of, one of your successes, is your anxiety, depression, all of those demons that you had to battle with in your own head. So for me, this is like a fresh breath of air, because it can be quite difficult to heal that. It can be quite difficult to understand how to really work with oneself when you're being drawn to back to, you know, those maybe sometimes negative self-talks. And that's something you're leaving behind. And she seems so effing peaceful here. So peaceful. You might even start spending more time in the sun, because I'm looking at her skin tone. You're gonna be going somewhere where the sun shines bright, and you will come back very fresh, renewed, and a bit of a different person. So pay attention to how your even skin will be like, especially those who suffer from skin conditions, because a lot of things here, what's happening with your body, not necessarily your skin, okay, only with your body, is caused by your head. And that's something that's happening quite often for people, I've noticed, okay? So the power of thought is a big thing, and make sure that it doesn't, and you will right now, make sure that it doesn't work against you health-wise, and you're gonna be leaving that behind. Fortune is on your side. Very nice to see Wheel of Fortune in a position what you're gonna be successful at. I feel like I want to draw one more card from Texture Tarot here, because there's something else you'll be good at, but I can't quite get a grasp of it. Let's see. What is the other success? So you have a beautiful home, you have a good job, stability, and you have a hobby of some sort that you're happy with, it seems like. Travel is a big thing for those who want to travel. Two things at the same time, right? I told you you're going to be able to juggle things very well in 2020. And it's not like it's going to make you super drained or exhausted. You will want to do two things. So you might start doing something that will somehow boost up your finances. You will do something extra to what you're doing now that will somehow bring you luck and peace of mind. So let's take a look at your animal tarot here. We have 5 of Summer. So correct me if I'm wrong, but that's a dragonfly, right? So Google the spiritual meaning of a dragonfly, and you're gonna find the message for yourself there. So now, if you're wondering about love, if you're wondering about work, if you're wondering about your spirituality, whatever it is, read only that section and what that dragonfly means in that sense, okay? So another thing, focus upon the fact that God loves you. If you don't believe in God, choose something else. Source, universe, whatever it is, loves you and always has the highest of intentions for you. And you know what I'm hearing from you guys? I literally hear that. I have to say it. Fuck this shit. So some of you might actually be very frustrated with God or universe, because you kept maybe asking for help, or you kept being pushed back by things in life, and you're like, I can never have it easy. And some of you were at one point really frustrated in the past, and you're like, tell me what it is I need to do. Like, don't F with my head, you know? I'm sorry I had to say it, because someone literally said it in this pile. A positive outlook makes it easier to recover from life's little difficulties, so that you can move onward and upward. So positivity is a big thing here, and it seems like you will keep that positivity throughout. So you have your eyes set on a goal here, and that goal hasn't changed from the beginning of 2020 till the end. The difference is that that goal was in challenge for you in the first half. In the second half, your challenge will be your success. Now, well, 6 of Autumn, success. It says your success and prosperity have allowed you to pay off debts. Whoever has debts and you're really worried, it's going to be fine. Acquire wise loans or receive a grant or scholarship for those who are in uni. In return for heaven's blessings, be sure to share the wealth with others for donations or time or money to reputable charities. So say someone maybe even want to work with charities, someone might want to donate their time to someone else to help them out, okay? Because you have very good motherly energy about you, so you might even find yourself mothering other people. Now, spiritually wise, you are not for everyone. Wow, this is a very nice card. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. So you're going to be facing your true north, pile number 4s, and your true north is your destiny. So your true north is connected to your life path, your life mission, where you're supposed to be headed. And you're very persistent, I do see doing things continuously, and you don't give up on things. So that's something that's gonna be bringing you success, especially if you didn't give up on your dream, because again, there are stars here, and star was your wish and your challenge in the first part of 2020 as a challenge. It can come through in the second half too for some of you, but it seems like that was your wish. That's where you were heading towards too, okay? And now we have this beautiful card that it's saying you're finally very close to your life purpose, your mission. Some of you are on it already because we have that Queen of Pens in the challenge position already, so her presence is here. Okay, so whatever your life purpose here, it has very close relationship to you feeling peaceful and doing something on a side too, or doing something crafty, or that something that is not for everyone, and something that some people might find weird. So keep facing your true north because you're really close, pile number 4. If you need a private reading, details down below. Thank you for tuning in. I hope this was helpful. Best of luck in the future.